What is going on, good people? Boy, I did not even pull the mic over. Didn't even pull the mic over. What is going on, good people? What is happening with you? Hey, man, I hope everybody is having a good one. And I hope everybody is staying cool. If nothing else, man, I hope y'all are staying cool because it is hot. It is hot for sure. Um, So welcome everybody to the We Workin Weekly Kickback. Well, we just kick back, talk lawn. We have a topic or two that we might talk about, but we're gonna start it off with some weather talk. And man, it's the topic of discussion, even on the mainstream news right now is the weather, the weather, what the weather is doing. So we're gonna start it off with some weather talk, and then we'll get into what applications and stuff we made. So if you are new here, that is kind of the setup that we go through, and we do a live Q&A. So if you got questions, go ahead and drop them over there in the chat, and we will work through all of those questions, whether it's immediate questions, future questions of like, hey, what's coming up? What do I need to be thinking about? Let us know and drop those questions over there, and we're going to talk through them and give you the take that we got on it and see what you got for us. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is the weather. And my goodness, we talked about it last week. They was forecasting that it was going to come, and they was forecasting how it was going to be this week. And for one time, the weather, men, ladies, were right. It is hot, and it is hitting all of the temperatures that they said that it was going to hit. And we just riding this heat wave. So one of those things. see the devil at a water park. Yeah, man, it's hot, man, and we hitting all of those temperatures that they forecasted. It is as hot as what they said it was gonna be. So last week we talked about some of the things that we were doing in preparation for this. Right now, so at this point, we're just riding a wave and kind of doing. We've already got those things that we said we were gonna do in place, and we're taking care of the lawn as best we can. One of the things that I am doing in this kind of heat is I am walking the lawn. I am getting out there. If your lawn's not crispy and everything, if it's crispy, you kind of stay off of it because you don't want to crush it and crush the crowns of the plant and all of that. But if your lawn's decent and you just want to check on it, that's one of the things that I do recommend. I am walking my lawn. Like when I get home from work, I'll go through, I'll walk the lawn, see if, and then like today, I have some hot spots that have popped up that weren't there yesterday evening or this morning. So I've got some areas that's starting to dry out that I need to get some water on, which tomorrow is a water day. So I do plan to water it tomorrow. So that should take care of those spots. So it'll be right on time. I'll go ahead and get it some water and get those spots cleared on up and get them taken care of. So that's basically all I am doing is just watching and paying attention to the lawn, seeing when it needs water, seeing when those hot spots pop up, right? Because your whole lawn might not need it. Everything else may be fine, but you may have those hot spots that pop up that you may just need to get the water hose out and just give them a drink and just get them a little water. So that's the one thing that I'm doing right now. Other than that, I am staying my behind in the AC, and I am I am trying to stay cool like everybody else. It's nothing to do out in the yard right now. Like with the heat that we've got right now, if the only thing you putting on the yard right now is some water, like that is the only thing that you're doing to it. In particular for our cool season lawns. For our warm season lawns right now, like our warm season fellows, y'all know, and I'm part of I got some warm season over here now. I can talk about that because that is going to be the topic that we are going to talk about today. And if you are a member of the channel, You already know what's going on, so I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of an update. So y'all already know where I'm at because I dropped some information for y'all on the member side. So if you want some additional information early and some behind the scenes things that are happening, come on over and join the team and go ahead and be a member. You can go ahead and catch some of this additional information and early information. So that is going to be the topic of tonight. We'll be getting into that what we're doing with the warm season. But for our warm season lawns, like right now, like it is the prime growing weather for it. Even when it gets this hot, it's still cooking along. It's still doing fine. Still keep an eye on it though. It's still keep an eye on it because these temperatures are hot. It still needs moisture. It still needs water. So keep an eye on your warm season lawns also. But they are probably going to continue to grow. They're going to have a lot of growing degree days right now on those warm season lawns. Whereas for cool season, they are just my backyard has grown just a little bit, but I cut it I cut it Monday. I think I cut it Monday. Yeah, I cut it Monday, and it has only grown slightly since Monday. Because with these temperatures, lawn ain't doing a whole lot of growing. It ain't doing a whole lot of growing. So, yeah, it's growing a little bit. It's growing a little bit, but that's since Monday. Today is Thursday. I typically would have seen more growth than what I'm seeing now, but I'm just staying off of it. I'm not planning to cut it this weekend. I'm not planning to do anything to it at all this weekend. I think it's supposed to be 101 tomorrow, 101, 102 tomorrow. It's supposed to be 101 on Saturday. I'm not touching the yard. So I'm gonna let it relax, let it cool out as much as it can. And that is the latest on the weather talk. I think the high this week that we've hit thus far has been 101 or 102. I looked at the truck today or one of my apps for my weather station, and it said feels like 114. Jeez. Sheesh. Sheesh. Boy. It is yeah, it is cooking out there. It's cooking. So only thing I'm really trying to put on the lawn right now, at this point would be water, which I'm gonna do tomorrow. Um Next thing, so that covers weather talk. And I see y'all starting to drop the questions in there. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'll go ahead and we'll get to those questions here in a little bit. And next thing up is applications. So earlier this we talked about it last week, but ahead of this heat, we're planning to get down our fungicides. Make sure we had our fungicides down. Also making sure if you were going to put any surfactants or anything like that out, any moisture managers, anything like that, made sure you already had those down, already taking care of those. But right now is not the time to be out there trying to put down any type of applications right now. It's just hot. Just let the lawn, just let it be. Only thing we putting on it right now is some water. So earlier before the heat got here, my fungicide application went down with this type of humidity, and we're probably going to get some thunderstorms here over the weekend. I wanted to go ahead and get my Pythium prevention going. So I went down with mefenoxam, went down with that, and I went down with Armada. Armada. Armada is like my staple go-to. Like everybody else loves, a lot of people love the combination or the bulletproof combination of Azoxy and propiconazole. Armada is that for me. Armada is a group 3 and group 11. It would be similar, same groups as if you were going down with propiconazole and azoxystrobin, but they are different formulations of those groups. So Armada is my go-to. when I'm talking like kind of overall disease pressure protection. So went down with Armada and mefenoxam for my application. And earlier in the week, now remember this was earlier in the week. This was on Monday before our heat got here. I also had a tenth of a pound of AMS in there with that application. Tenth of a pound of AMS, Armada, and mefenoxam. That's what I went down with earlier in the week. Got that watered in the very next day. So made that application that evening. Irrigation cycle was set to run the next morning. So that's how I made that application. Got it down, no issues. Lawn's looking fine. So got that down and watered in and taken care of. So should be good for another 14 to 21 days. I'll probably go 21 days because I also had previously I went down with some T-methyl. So at this point, yeah, should be good for 21 days. We'll keep an eye on the disease pressure and everything, but I have kind of decreased my application interval because of the humidity that we're having. And I'm expecting with all of this heat, we are definitely going to have some thunderstorms sometime over this weekend, which is not what I'm wanting to see right now. Not wanting to see any thunderstorms right now. So, but it is inevitable with the amount of heat that we're seeing right now. It's got to stabilize. Like the like the environment's got to stabilize. It is off. It's like all of this builds up with all of the heat, and then that's when we get these crazy thunderstorms and stuff that comes through. So definitely expecting to see that over the weekend sometime. All right. So before we get into the topic for tonight, so that covered the applications and weather talk. The next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna get after some of these questions that you all have already put in the chat. We keeping it rolling tonight. We're gonna get into these questions, and then we're gonna talk about the topic of the night, and then we'll wrap up with some Q&A. So I'm gonna jump over here. Let's see what we got. What's going on, everybody? I know a number of people spoke when they came in. So what's happening to everybody that doesn't join us? Yeah, man. If you're only seeing mid to 80s, oh, it's been 90 plus for weeks. Oh yeah. Okay, so you catching a break. You catching a break right now. I ain't mad at you. And hey, take what you can get. Yep, I see Big Red just been hitting the edges of the concrete. Yeah, yep, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep, you can still get some good growth. I see you still getting some good growth on there. William D. French, do you recommend applying? I don't recommend applying anything right now. With this kind of heat, I don't think you're not gonna get a whole lot from just putting down some potassium right now. So I don't recommend that right now. Like it's not gonna do much for you at this point. When we're in the thick of it right now, potassium's not really gonna do anything right now for you. The only thing I recommend putting on it if your lawn needs it is some water. Like that is it. That is it. Um, got a question. If I apply herbicide in the evening to a cool season long this time of year, is it okay? I wouldn't risk it. I would not risk it. Like at this point in the season, I think I've got this question a couple of times from some people asking about weed control. Right now is not the time for weed control, especially on a cool season, long. Uh, we get our pre-emergency stuff down in the spring. We go ahead and take care of our weeds in the spring. And when we hit this time of year, I'm not trying to apply any type of herbicides or anything like that to the lawn. It's just a risk. It's a risk to take because you don't want to water it or wash that application of herbicide off. to decrease the volatility of it, because you need it to sit there if you're really trying to kill the weeds. But if you quickly wash it off or water it in to get it off the grass blades, you're also washing it off of the weeds, and it hasn't had a really good chance to sit there. Um, and then spraying in the evening when we have these kind of temperatures, um, you can definitely have inversions that could happen that could impact like your drift of the application when we're dealing with temperatures and stuff like this. Right now, I don't worry about weeds in the summer. At this point, whatever weeds are out there are gonna be there until the fall, until until it cools off. And I'll keep cutting, and I'll keep them cut down. I've got some yellow wood swirl that's out there right now. I am, unless we get a break in the weather where it's gonna cool, it's gonna cool down, and we're gonna drop back into like the 70s for a couple of days, or like some like 80. Like if we get a break in the temperature where we'll have like 3 or 4 days of that kind of cooler temperature and cooler weather, I'll go out there and spot spray if I need to, if I really got some weeds that I really need to take care of. Other than that, I'm hand pulling. I'll get out there. That's one thing that I will do. I'll get out and I'll hand pull some weeds and things like that during this time of year. But as far as applying herbicides and stuff right now, that's not, I don't recommend it. I know people that do it, but for me, I don't recommend it. I think the risk for me is just too high, and weeds this time of year, they just gonna be what it's gonna be unless I get out and hand pull them. And if they're bothering me that bad, I'll get out there and I'll hand pull them. um, let me see. Even dog hitting the lawn. Dag, man. God, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that. Yeah, got that irrigation set up for him. uh, yep, that's what's up. That's what's up. That sounds like a plan. It's hot. As long as the fescue's still looking good, getting a half inch of irrigation down tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do too. I'm getting the exact same thing down, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some rain around here. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some thunderstorms with this kind of heat that we've had all week. Uh, yeah, I think we're gonna get we gonna get some rain. All right. William D. French, appreciate it. I see you just became a member. Appreciate that. Appreciate you for joining. You can see the content that's already there. Yeah, the members they do get some behind the scenes, more up to date type of information. So the members and stuff have seen some of the stuff that we're going to talk about here today, and got some additional background on it. They're also aware of like when I make my applications and what I'm going down with, and typically I do those. I let the members and stuff know like as I'm making those applications. So if they are in my area and I explain these are the things that I'm doing, that I'm watching out for, and why I'm doing it, and they kind of get that almost real time feedback of, hey, this is kind of what I'm doing on my program. Boom. Facts. If I see a spot treat them, or yep, and use a hand tool. Yeah, Tony, that's where I'm at. Like I said, if we get a cool break in the weather, yeah, I'll spot treat. I will not make a blanket application this time of year. I'll come through, make a spot treatment if we got the weather for it. But mostly, I'm just hand pulling at this point. Like that wood swirl. Like if it gets to the point that it is that if it really starts to spread, because it is a spreading type of weed. If it really starts to spread and I see it moving a lot, I'll look for that break in the weather because you can't go out there and hand pull that stuff. It just continues to spread. So if I see a break in the weather, right now it's not spreading very much. It's just a couple little patches of it here and there, kind of spread out. But I will look for a break in that weather, and I'll get out there and I'll spot spray it if I need to. But for right now, I'm just letting it be. It just is what it is. Dial in your water. Yeah, dialing in that water is infrequent water low and surfactant and saving the grass. Yeah, yeah, and that's one of the things that I said that I was going to put down this year, and I just have not got around to it. Like getting a good wetting agent and being able to put a good wetting agent down. I almost ordered some the other night while I was ordering my phosphite, but I decided not to order it. So I still may order me a wetting agent and get a wetting agent out there. I've been saying it for the past 2 years that I was going to start using a wetting agent, and I just haven't done it. So it's one of the things that I just to stack the odds in your favor when you get to this time of year. But for right now, like I'm not struggling a lot with water right now. The lawn seems to be doing pretty good, but the wetting agents like golf courses and stuff use it for a reason, and so yeah, I sound like you got a plan. Sound like you have a plan there, Tony. Oh, what's happening there, Paul? You decided to join us another night to troll the lawn care community. Hey man, appreciate you for joining. Yep. You copy and paste this comment a whole lot. You copy and paste that same comment. You got it saved in your in your clipboard, I guess. I guess you copy and paste it all over the place. Yeah, Tony, I see that Jesse's got one. Yeah, Jesse's got one. Haven't really checked that one out. I saw he made a video and stuff about it. Um, I haven't looked at it. Haven't looked at it too much. All right. Okay. All right. So that's that part of it. I think we got caught up on all the questions and stuff so far. We're gonna go ahead and jump into its topic for the night and kind of what we've had going on. And let's go ahead. I think it's gonna come up on. I don't know what screen it's gonna come up on. I think it's this one. All right. Let me go ahead and boom. We're gonna do this. Get it squared away. Move these two back up here. All right. So, what have we been up to? So, last weekend was. Where did that go? All right. My whole. Let me come back. My whole screen just disappeared on me. I'm gonna see if I can go find it. Where'd it go? All right, cool. Got it. All right, we back. All right. We're gonna get ready to show you what we have been up to so far. I gotta wait for my screen to come back up. Still loading up over here on the other side. I don't see any more questions in here. Y'all give me 1 second while it is trying to catch up. Disappeared on me. It's loading up all these pictures all over again. All right, while that is loading, oh, there we go. All right, so go into this mode, boom, and then, all right, so y'all remember when we were looking like this? This is what we were looking like last week on the iron cutter. Iron cutter was looking amazing, just cooking. So we were able to get out and go ahead and take care of what we needed to do. We've been talking about doing it for a couple of weeks. Weather and schedule had not permitted us to do it, but we got out there and did what we had to do to the Bermuda, scalped it on back. So over the weekend, went on, scalped it back, got it down to probably a half inch in most places. Most places, I scalped it back to about a half inch, slightly lower than a half inch, probably. In my high spots, you can kind of see some of them right here and like along the edge, like all of this. This whole area is kind of shaped like the grade on it is like a bowl. Like, so it's low through here in the middle and it's high on the edges. Like, so it's got like this bowl shape to it. So this is the highest. These are the high areas in over here on the outside, and the middle is lower. And this middle section is also the most kind of uneven and bumpy type area. So got all of it scalped back, cleaned up, ran the scarifier through it, got it really cleaned up and good, got the soil and everything exposed, got everything cleaned up out of there. Didn't have a lot of debris or anything in it, so that was good. But you can kind of see how we've cut our back. Like, so this is one of the things with warm season grasses and maintaining your height of cut. Like, so if you want to be at a certain height of cut, that's why people also use PGRs and things on warm season grasses this time of year, because once they get to growing and they're growing fast and you can't keep up with it and you let it get super tall or you let it get away from you, and then you come back and try and cut it down to get back to the height of cut that you're looking for, this is what you end up with. Like, this is what's underneath. Like, so I was cutting at an inch and a half. Like, so it not an inch and a quarter. So I was at an inch and a quarter, and this is basically took like an inch off of it. So getting it down to, well, it wasn't even an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So to get us back down to like that half inch, kind of height of cut right now. So if you have warm season grass, this is one of the times right now to stay up on your mowing. Don't let it get away from you. Make sure you're mowing it frequently enough to maintain the height of cut that you want to. Or to help you out with that, you can always apply a PGR to slow down that growth this time of year. Because right now, these warm season grasses are growing, especially if they've got some fur on them and they've got some water to keep them hydrated. They are growing. The days are long right now. The sunlight they're getting all the sun that they want. They're getting all the heat that they want. You add some fert and some water to them, they are going to grow. So the use of a PGR can be helpful for sure this time of year, especially on warm season grasses. The next thing is that was the scalp. You can kind of see here, like, so how much I was able to get it cleaned up. Got all the debris and everything out of there from when I was cutting it back. So it was really clean before I got ready to drop the sand on it. So yeah, she's looking a little rough right here. Looking a little rough as of I started on Friday. I got everything cut back on Friday. Then it started raining. We had a little rain shower like I was expecting. that came through. Nothing too heavy. But then went on and started getting the sand out on Friday evening. I finished up Saturday. It was hot and humid out there. It was humid Saturday. It was just I was That's the downside of warm season grass. Like when you got to do work to warm season grass, it is during the middle of the summer. It is during the hot times of the year, and it is just rough out there doing work to a warm season lawn. Like height of cut resets and leveling and all of that type of stuff. It's rough out there, but we got it done, knocked it out, and then it was on to the sand. It was on to the sand. So you can see like still had a little bit poking through in some of the areas. This is one of my high spot areas, kind of on the edge where we still had a little bit of the Bermuda just popping through. And then you had some areas that are right here in the middle that are nothing but a beach. Like it is full sand. We have buried, we have buried the iron cutter. So we beached it, and we're gonna see we're gonna see how long it takes it to come back. I think it's gonna be more than the 14 days that I told that I told y'all last week. So we'll see how long. I said 14 days to get that 80%. I think is what I said. 14 days for us to get to 80%, and I should be back mowing like by that point. In another week, we'll see. Like I may still be able to get a cut on it within the next week. So yeah, some areas, especially through the middle, is nothing but a beach. So you can see it. Like through this middle section here, you can see exactly where it was low. Right. So like my edges are high. I knew this was a big low spot that was here. So you can see that's basically nothing but pure sand at this point. And this edge was the highest. Like this edge is high for sure. It is really high on this edge right here. So that was the day after. Once I got done doing all of this, I will make I already recorded, so I will be making a full video to show you how I did it and what I was doing with it. And I saw the question, what kind of sand? Just mason sand from local landscape supply. Nothing special, nothing but some regular old mason sand is all it is. But it's really clean. Like they have some really clean stuff. Not a lot of debris in it. Not a lot of big rocks or anything like that in it. It's really clean sand. So yeah, I used this on my backyard before when I sand leveled my backyard, and I had some left over. So I'm finally glad to get rid of that pile of sand that's been sitting there for probably about 2 years now. But finally got rid of that pile. So all of that you can see, like I said, high spot over here on this edge, high spot through here, low spot through here, and low in the middle. This area here is pretty good. This is probably the flattest area of all of it. Like this area here looks pretty good, and it's going to be even better now that the sand leveling that I've done. So that was day one. Skipped a couple of days. Not a whole lot was happening or going on, and I was busy. So skipped to day four, which was yesterday, I believe. And now you can see we're starting to green up. Like we're already starting to green up. We're starting to get some green. You can see right here along this edge. Boom, we're starting to green up, look pretty good. A lot of these areas here that you see kind of flipping back and forth, they're starting to get some green shoots off of them, starting to get a little bit more green shoots starting to come in. And then this high area here that didn't have as much sand on it is definitely starting to come through. And then we jump to today, and you can really start to see like we're starting to come in for sure today. Like that, I think that temperature is catching up, and I changed my watering schedule. So I did up my watering. So I'm watering 3 times a day, which puts about 2 tenths of water on this area a day. So two tenths of an inch of water is what I apply. I water at 6, 12, and 6. Is the times when I'm watering, just to get everything settled in and just to keep everything growing. But once I get a little bit more coverage and I get a little bit more leaf blade and leaf tissue that's exposed, I would probably just go back to like a daily watering type of thing for a little bit, and then I'll just switch back to probably by the end of next week. I'll be back on just like my regular watering, because once I get more leaf tissue and everything there, I'm not going to need that additional water, and I don't want to cause any disease issues while I'm trying to grow this back in. But right now, I'm giving it all the water that it wants, and we've got the temperatures and stuff for it, and I got some fert on it. I dropped 3/4 of a pound of Phoenix on here, so I fed it. She should be good and ready to go. That Phoenix is probably which I feel like is why we're like there was a big jump in here, not only because of temperature and water, but I feel like that fert is also starting to kick in. Like I think it's really starting to kick in now. So I think over the next couple of days, it's really gonna start to fill in, and we're about to get going. We're really about to get going. So we did get some rain on this right after I finished doing it to help settle it in. Not too much rain, and I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was so nervous out there when it was raining, and it came down pretty quick. It came down hard a little bit, but it was like hard enough of exactly what I needed. Some of the big raindrops to help settle that sand and push it down, but it wasn't hard enough or long enough to pause. I can't get away with I can't get away with that, but it wasn't enough rain for it to actually be able to wash any of the sand away. Like so, at that point, like it was exactly what it needed to get that sand settled in where it needed to be. But I just don't have enough leaf tissue here to be able to hold this sand in place if we get like a heavy downpour, which is why I'm really hoping like this weekend we don't get any heavy downpours. If I do feel like we're about to get a heavy downpour, I am going to go out there and I'm going to tarp this, because I do not feel like redoing this. I just don't. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna tarp it and try to save as much of it as I can without having to, so I don't have to redo all of this until I get it grown back in. Because the thing is these thunderstorms, they're just going to come in quick and they're going to dump. Like I feel like they're going to come in and they're going to dump rain. So it would easily wash, especially like this stuff right here. This area is on a slope. So like this area down here, like all of that, like I just feel like it is going to wash, because this is nothing but sand down here. You're starting to see a little bit of green shoots starting to pop through and come in on it, but it's mainly just sand. So hopefully we can get us a couple of more days, of good growth and get some more leaf tissue and stuff out there. And then eventually we'll be able to hold our own with that sand and be all covered up, and we'll be grown back in, and we can get that good old real mower out there on it, and get that real mower on it, and we'll be good to go. Good to go. That's what I'm ready for. Man, I'm ready to get the real mower back out there on it. So that is what we have been up to. That's the latest. Like I said, I will be making a video to go along with what we just talked about. That's just to let y'all know where we're at, what we've got going on, and that video get more into the details and showing you exactly, more so showing you exactly how I did it and what I used and everything. So be on the lookout for that video. And yeah, it should be good. I think the video, I'm gonna try to get a video out on this weekend, but I think it's gonna be for your cool season lawns, our cool season people. I'm gonna go ahead and get some info and stuff out there for y'all, covering fungicides and how to make them a little more effective. I found something on the label for Armada, which I already do anyway, but I think it'll be good information for me to get out there, especially if you all are using Armada or any other similar type or fungicides that's in those groups, which is group 3 or group 11 fungicide. So I think that's going to be the video that I'm going to make. And yeah, I should be on the lookout for it this weekend. Outside of that, that is all we've got for tonight. And I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. Hold y'all almost at an hour. I'm going to answer a couple of these questions. If you have any additional questions, go ahead and put those in here so we can knock those questions out. And I'm going to let y'all go, and y'all try and stay cool. And I'm going to go find me something to eat. And we're going to get ready to call it a night. I answered the sand question there for Mr. Grower. Yep. Cool. Boom. Got a question. What's the best Mountain View seed perennial rye seed? Yeah, Big Red. I saw Jesse was out at Mountain View, and he was running some of it, about to start testing some of their seed. Yeah, interesting, right? Yeah. Mountain View seed. I've been trying to tell people. That now all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out here and try this Mountain View seed now. All these people talking about it. Been telling y'all for years, the quality that comes along with Mountain View seed. Been trying to tell y'all. People want to go find the darkest seed cultivars and everything else. Anyways, sorry, a little bit. Yeah, that's just real interesting to me. The best perennial ryegrass seed, they actually have a blend. Like they have a blend called Iconic, which is, I moved my office. I had a label. I had the label of it right here, before my office was moved. But Iconic is, honestly, if you're looking for their perennial ryegrass, I would just go with Iconic. That's what I would do. That's also what I had planted in the test plot where the iron cutter is now. Is that it was called the lateral spread before, they hadn't named it just yet. But Iconic is what I had in that area before, and that's what I would recommend you going with if you're looking for a perennial rye. Let me look it up real quick. Iconic rye. Yep. So it has, which cultivars are in here? Stellar 4GL, Slugger 3GL, Home Run LS, which is the lateral spread, and Torsion, which Torsion I also think is a lateral spread cultivar. So that's what I would recommend from a perennial rye. For that's what Mountain View. I'd go ahead and snatch some of that up. And you can get it from United Seed. United Seed has all of Mountain View Seed's platinum lineup. So if you're looking for any of the ones from Mountain View Seed's platinum lineup, if you are looking for Iconic perennial ryegrass, or if you're looking for Vanguard, which is their fine fescue blend, great for shade. They have that one also. Or if you're looking for 365 SS, which is their Kentucky Bluegrass blend, or if you're looking for a tall fescue blend, that is going to be their optimum. So you can pick up any of those blends from United Seed. All right. So cool. No question. Appreciate for sure, man. Appreciate you coming through. Toastmaster, I appreciate you coming through because you're typically one of the first ones that can't that pop in here on a weekly basis. So yeah, I appreciate you coming through. All right, Zoysia. Let's see. Zoysia, Zoysia definitely can be scout back. Definitely, I would be more cautious with the scout back on Zoysia, depending on what your height of cut is. I wouldn't for Zoysia. I wouldn't take it back the dirt or back as low, like scalping it back heavy. I would do a like height of cut reset and kind of like thin it out, especially as Zoysia gets older. One of the problems with Zoysia and people starting to see it decline or it doesn't look as good anymore is Zoysia gets too thick and Zoysia needs to be thinned out. Like it needs a thinning out. So you need to keep it cut back and cleaned out because Zoysia will get very thick and almost thatch like. So I would recommend the time of the season is right for it to be able to grow through it. Make sure you get in there and thin it out a little bit. I'm not sure how old your Zoysia is or how long you've had it, but I think it would be beneficial for it. That's one of the problems that comes along with just not maintaining Zoysia the way that it really probably should be is that it just gets real thick and almost thatch like. And the problem is it's just too thick and it needs to be thinned out. Boom, boom, boom. And the cool season long if you plan to oversee with KBG and ryegrass in the fall. Would you I'll use Fusilade. I'd use both. I would use both. And the thing is I would actually throw some triclopyr in that mixture. So if I'm trying to go after some Bermuda, that's gonna be your best solution to be able to get that Bermuda out of there. And I'm not gonna say that it's gonna be permanent. It may be gone for a couple of years, maybe a year, depending on how it is, how many rounds of it you get down. But if it was me and I had Bermuda and I know that I was trying to get rid of some Bermuda patches, it would be depending on how bad you want to get rid of it and what your pocket can withstand. If you wanted to, I would say Pylex. Pylex definitely needs to be in the mix. Pylex, Fusilade, and glyphosate, or what like we would call a holy water. So that could be a mix. Or if the Pylex is too much, from a cost perspective, I would say triclopyr, holy water, and Fusilade. That's typically like my cleanup, eliminate warm season grasses. That is typically the mix that I go down with, which is kind of like a poor man's mix. It's probably the most cost effective way for you to be able to eliminate it as best as you can. Because Bermuda never dies. Like I think I just saw it. Yeah, Bermuda never dies. Like it will go away for it will go away for a while, but Bermuda, it will eventually be back. But it'll be easier for you to maintain if you find it when it's young, and then that way you can continue to just just get rid of it as you see it. So they'll give you a better chance to keep it under control. All right. Uh, yeah, man. I enjoy it. I love it. Like I love being out in the yard. I love the grass. I love learning about it. I love helping y'all out. Like and like getting the questions and everything that come in. It gives me an opportunity to stay sharp, right? Like just look at things from a different perspective sometimes. Because sometimes I forget certain things or certain experiences that I've had until somebody asks a question and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that, or oh yeah, like I've never thought about that, or I've never experienced that. Hey, can I think through that, and what would I do if I was in those type of scenarios? Like so, yeah, man, I enjoy this. Like I enjoy doing it, and for the lives, like to me, I'm just not able to produce like the quantity of videos that I used to. Life is just different right now. Like life is very different and is about to be very different some more in about four in about 4 weeks. So what I do feel like I have is I feel like on a weekly basis I have a hour to 2 hours that I can allot to be able to communicate with the members, with the people here on the channel, with people that are a part of the We Working community. I could do this. Like I can get here. I may have to. My times may change depending on when I can when I can get the little ones down and I can get the house settled and I can get the family and everything settled down. But I feel like I can be more consistent with being here doing a live stream and giving y'all this information and giving it like so if you wanted to see another topic on a weekly basis or if you want to see topics or things that we talk about like we started off with our two scheduled kind of topics that we talk about. We start with weather talk. We talk about what applications. If you want to add another topic that we talk about on a weekly basis, drop them in the chat or drop them in the if you're watching a replay, drop them in the comments and just let us know. And like those are the things because I feel like I have the ability to be more consistent and be able to do this on a weekly basis for an hour or 2 hours rather than me recording a video, editing a video, posting a video. I'm not sure if y'all realize exactly how much time goes into making videos, like at least my videos. So typically, most of my videos have probably got anywhere from 5 to 8, 8 or 9 hours in them by the time from start to finish. Range probably 5 to 9 ish, 5 to 8 or 9 hours in a single video by the time I get to post it. So some of my more simple videos that are just like, hey, talking head, me talking about something, and not a whole lot of B-roll and music and transitions and all of that. I can do those a little bit quicker. But the ones that I've got like all the music layouts and the scenes and B-roll and stuff is changing and the close-ups and the zoom ins and all of that. Yeah, those are the videos that I've probably got at least 9 hours, 8 or 9 hours of editing and work and stuff into those videos. So my time gets limited. Like my time is limited these days, but I still enjoy this and I still enjoy making content and I enjoy videos. Like I enjoy the creation process. So it's somewhat of a release for me and enjoyment for me to actually create and make videos. Like I like being able to get a dope shot. Like I like being able to slow it down and blend the transition in with the music changing a certain way. Like I enjoy that creative side of it. So that's one of the reasons why I continue to do it. But I just don't have as much time on my hands as what I used to, and I feel like I can still help and reach more people by being able to be consistent and be here on a weekly basis and just kick back. answer y'all questions and give all of give y'all the information and stuff that y'all are looking for. So cool. That was a little background, a little behind the scenes type of stuff of like kind of what's going on and everything. So throw the kitchen sink at it. It's Bermuda. It'll take it. It'll take it. And the problem is that you may get rid of it for a year, maybe 2 or 3 years, but just keep an eye on those areas, especially if it's a larger patch that is established. Just keep an eye on those areas because that'll be the first place that it'll want to try to come back and want to try to creep back in. And if you can catch it while it's young and hasn't like really established, it gives you a better opportunity to keep it under control. All right. What do you suggest? All right. So I would suggest I've got a video that would go into probably more detail than what I'm about to give you and show you the visuals and stuff that goes along with it. So if you're doing an overseed, you're at 4 inches right now. I would agree with the cut it back to about 2 inches. When you get ready to do the overseed, you want to go ahead and cut that back a little bit. And then going into the fall, you really don't you don't have to stay at like 4 inches. You probably can settle with like a lower height of cut. If you're not gonna aerate, I would recommend dethatching. If you're at 4 inches and you're gonna do an overseed, the only thing that I do right now, I don't do aeration. Like I haven't aerated my lawn in, I think this is year 4 or year 5 that I haven't aerated my lawn. I also haven't overseeded my lawn in almost that long. But I will still do in the fall. I'll still bring down my height of cut, and I will do a dethatch on it. Run it through, just a quick dethatch, just to clean it up. I'm not trying to get in there and yank everything out. And to be honest, I don't have a lot of debris and stuff that comes by the end of the season. So it's really quick for me to do it. But I would suggest bringing down your height of cut, run your dethatcher through it, get it cleaned up. Especially if you don't plan to do aeration, I would definitely recommend doing the dethatch. Get some of that debris out, expose some of that soil, open the leaf canopy up, and then that seed, you can make sure you get good seed. You'll help get good seed to soil contact. That's what I would recommend doing. Yep. This seems like a good one. Discussion of grassy. Curious what your take is on this and what's your experience. Boom, I think you got another one here. Okay, so the way that first off, let me go back to your first question. Appreciate you joining the channel. Appreciate you being a long time. Hey man, a lot of people a long time they're watchers. Like they don't like to comment and everything. But I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here also. So we do this every week. Pop in if you can't catch it live. Come back and check out the replay. It'll be posted up on the channels. But appreciate your support. Glad you're enjoying the channel and the vibe that you experience is the vibe that I'm going for on the channel. Like just let's come back. Let's kick back. No need to be all hyped up, excited, and be trying to sell you a million products and all of that. Here's the information. Here's my take on it. Here's what my experiences are. Here's some things that can help you. That's what I go for. So glad you're enjoying it and glad you're finding it helpful. As far as how the seed happens, all right. So I actually went out to Mountain View Seed. I actually go out there. So a lot of the seed manufacturers, or you can call them producers, they will pick what cultivars and things that they want to carry their label on, right? So a Mountain View seed cultivar is, say, titanium. Like that's one of their tall fescue cultivars. Like they have done the research behind it. They've done the testing for it. They actually have a genetic research lab that comes up with. They work with some other universities that do some things like that to do some of the genetic enhancements and things like that for picking the best cultivars for like disease resistance, like drought resistance and drought tolerance, color, a lot of those things. So they are doing their research. So let's talk about like Mountain View Seed, or another one is Landmark. Landmark's another one. Barenbrug. Like all of these named seed manufacturers, we can call them that. Uh, they do their research. They pick what cultivars and stuff they want. Then they go out to their farmers, which is kind of like a co-op, right? And the farmers grow the seed for them. So they work out whatever contract things that they do, and then they have farmers that grow the seed in their fields. Come through, they harvest. And I can say specifically for Mountain View, a lot of their farms are like right around the area, which was actually pretty cool to see. I'll probably try and make another video and show y'all more of that content when I went out there last year. Uh, but they'll go to the farms. The farmers will harvest it. They'll bring it back to the plant. They'll get everything cleaned and bagged. And now where Mountain View Seed is, where before they had distribution, like from there they had distributors that would buy the seed, and they would make their own blends and things like that. And you would see Mountain View seed cultivars in a lot of different blends and a lot of different uh, distributor blends that never said Mountain View Seed anywhere. It just had whatever they branded it as, whoever that distributor was, whatever mix it was that they were using, which is the same thing that I do with my seed, right? It's all Mountain View Seed cultivars in the Elm Street Elite. Elm Street Elite is all Mountain View Seed cultivars. But the thing is like when it's branded and when it's labeled, you don't see Mountain View Seed anywhere on the bag. That's just how it works. Like a lot of people, like distributors, they can go buy seed from Mountain View. Like, hey, I want to go buy how many ever tons of this cultivar. They go buy that from Mountain View Seed. They can mix up their own blend, and from there they can brand and label as they see fit for whatever their brand is. So that's how the seed works. So Mountain View Seed, you can think of them as they produce the cultivars that then go into distribution, which then can be labeled like different things. Like, so I always look at, like, I know just about all the Mountain View Seed cultivars. So whenever anybody shows me a label, first thing I can do is go look at what seed cultivars are in it. And I can be like, oh yeah, this is a pretty good blend. I was like, okay, why do you think that's a pretty good blend? I was like, because I know all the cultivars that are in here, or I know 3 or 4 of the cultivars that are in here, and they're Mountain View Seed cultivars, and I know that they are quality seed cultivars that have been tested and ranked and performed well on the NTEP trials. So it's the same thing for, I use Mountain View Seed because I'm very familiar with Mountain View Seed, and I love the Mountain View Seed cultivars. They performed amazing for me. So I know their information pretty well. But all the other seed distributors do the same thing, I guess, or seed manufacturers. They do all the pretty similar type thing. So that's how the seed portion of that worked. Hope that helps. I know I probably gave you more information than what you wanted on how on the seed distribution. Yeah, Tony. Iconic has lateral spread ryegrass in it. Yes, it does. It's got, I think, two. Like I said before, it was named lateral spread ryegrass. They had a generic name for it before. They hadn't branded it quite yet. So yes, I think it's at least two or three of the cultivars that are in there are lateral spread ryegrasses. Yeah. Yeah. So balancing, yes, I do. I do have a it is a challenge balancing life and this, but I feel like me doing the lives are better, and I see you corrected that with work life balance. Yeah. Um it's difficult. So I have a 9 to 5. A lot of people don't realize that I a lot of people thought that this is what I do full time, or I do turf management, landscaping, and stuff like full time. This is not full time for me. I have a full 9 to 5 that I have a full fledged degree that that I've been working this job for 16 years now. Engineering background, program management background. So I've got a full 9 to 5 that is pretty demanding, like is pretty demanding for me to do. So yes, it is difficult for me as far as work life balance, and right now that's what I'm figuring out. Like I felt like I had got in a rhythm with just my one son. I feel like I'm about to get a new whole nother shake up when I got two boys. And just starting to sell like things are starting to settle out a little bit with Camden. Like he's like right now, like I feel like we're at the point where he lays down on his own, like which is why I'm able to be somewhat consistent with the lives on Thursday, because I do bedtime with him every night. I give him his bath, bedtime routine, and I get him down. Typically, he's down between 8 and 9 is typically when he's down, depending on if we've been outside playing or whatnot. Or like today, he was just downstairs and we was playing and having fun. He was throwing his ball. He wanted to have a good time. He was enjoying playing with daddy. So we played for a little bit longer before I got him down. And right as I posted that I was getting ready to go live, like the reason I did that is because I was like, hey, he's actually down, got him down at night. And sometimes you may see me look over this way, and that's because the baby monitor is right over here in the corner. So my wife is up there, she's getting her rest. So typically at night, like I am either up editing or I'm doing more of my 9 to 5 work, uh, late night type stuff. A lot of my applications get made in the dark. Like I have been for the past since he has been born. I don't think I have made a application in the daylight, other than maybe like a couple of granular fertilizer apps where I ran out and did it right after I got finished cutting before it got dark. Most of my other applications, I turn all my lights on, my outside lights. I am very comfortable with making like my walking. I walk a grid. I walk the same grid every time I make an application. I probably could do it with my eyes closed at this point. Most of my applications are made after he goes to bed and it's already dark. It's how life is. It's just how life is. So I'm working on the balance. Like I want to start back running. I want to start back getting. I want to get back in the gym, but there's only so many hours in the day, and I refuse to miss any of his time. Like right now, with the age that he's at, I want to give him as much of my time as I can. So if anything has to get cut, it will not be from the time that I spend with him. If I got to take a step back from this, if I got to take a step back from work, whatever the case may be, where I will not cut time out and spending time with my soon to be two boys. Like so, they will get as much time as I can give them. Toastmaster say love a topic about equipment. Oh, that I use to make content. Okay, I actually just bought something new. I bought a. We can talk through that. We can talk through that. That's a good one. I actually just talked or I bought a DJI during Prime Day. DJI had their action cams on sale, so I actually just picked one of those up last week because the GoPro, I got the old GoPro. I got the 9, I think it was the 9. And I want slow mo 4K, and none of my cameras does 120 in 4K, 120 frames per second in 4K, and I can tell in my videos the difference of the ones that I do in slow motion with 1080 that's only HD, that's only 1080 versus the rest of my stuff that's in 4K, and it bothered me. It bothered me so bad to the point that I started recording things and moving slower and learning how to stabilize 60 frame per second footage, or actually think it's 30 frames per second footage, and stabilize it and slow it down to be able to get it in 4K. So I've kind of worked my way around that, and then I was like, you know what? They got these cameras on sale. I'm gonna just go pick them up. Everybody says they're great, so I went and picked one up. And I want another camera that I can walk and talk with. Like I feel like if I can walk and talk, I can make some additional content a lot quicker. Like so when I just want to go out in the yard, just show y'all something real quick, walk and talk, boom, 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 boom. Here's what I'm seeing. Here's what I want to talk about. Here's what I want to do, and chop it up real quick and drop a video without like having like a whole bunch of B-roll and everything else in it. And I can just walk and talk, give you the information, give you the content, and upload it. I feel like that's where I'm probably gonna get to, and I think that camera is gonna help me be able to get more of that content out. So, yeah, I can talk about that. Yeah, I'll take a note of that, and we can talk about that. Doom, doom, doom. What's going on? Still got some people jumping back in. Get Turf back in so we can talk Drake versus Kendrick. He ain't gonna talk Drake versus Kendrick. He gonna talk straight Drake. Well, he'll talk about why not Kendrick, because he's talked to us about it in the chat. Yeah. With Brian Girls, you gotta be on. Yeah. Yeah, man. That ryegrass is you gotta stay on top. You gotta stay on top of that ryegrass. I just don't know. And like it looks amazing. I could do it if I wanted to. I feel like, but I don't know that I want to put that much time into ryegrass. Like I know it looks good, but there's also like you ain't gonna get a whole lot better than like what my backyard looks like. Like when it's at peak season, and majority of the time, like what my yard looks like, especially like through the spring and through the fall, and like it, I'm happy. Like, and I don't think like I think ryegrass would demand or ask more of me. And like right now, like my Elm Street Elite right now is just cruising. Like it is cruising. If it gets its blemishes and stuff in it during the summertime, I'm okay with it. I know it's probably gonna happen. I'll just fix those little spots here and there, and it hasn't. Like I said, I haven't had to overseed the entire lawn in 4 or 5 years, and it's just little spot seed here, fix little areas and stuff here, and keep it moving. So yeah, that ryegrass looks good, but I don't know if I just want like given the area, I don't know if I want to put that much into it. Like I don't, I don't know. Like that might have been why like I didn't push the issue when it got last year when it got it got a little slight bit of disease in it. And I was like, all right, I'm good. Like this is enough of this ryegrass stuff. Like let me put this iron cutter in here. Like I'm more interested in this. But they've come so far with the fescues and with the bluegrasses and stuff like that to where from a looks perspective, they are comparable to ryegrass. Like they're comparable to ryegrass, but they're not as touchy and as finicky as what ryegrass is. So, just my take, my opinion. All right. Yep. Yep. So you've got it, Mark. Yep. So yeah. Blown VR. Yep. You're on the right track. You are on the right track. All right. So Big Red got a question here. Last thing was just take on baby. Yeah, it works. I mean, it works. It's a good temporary fix. It does. Yeah, it does. Like it's so especially with the frequency that you're putting it down. Like it does what it does. Like it does what it does. Like it is definitely a option. It's just an option. I have never done it. I've never used it, but I've seen enough evidence that it's the same thing. Like a lot of the products have like something similar in it, but it's short lived. It's short lived, but like the frequency that you're putting it down, I could see how you're seeing some results from it. Mowing with the head, mowing with the headlamp on. Yeah, like we got to get it done. I think you said that you were a new dad too. I thought I saw it. Yeah, also a new dad. Yep. Get into cutting at an inch and a half. Yeah, like it. Yeah, PGR is your friend. I don't know if you have a warm season or a cool season lawn, but PGR is your friend in trying to manage growth. So yeah, so think about that. If you're cool season, I probably wouldn't recommend it right now to get a PGR out. But yeah, sometimes I'm cutting at night. As soon as he gets down, I'll try to get out there and get it cut as soon as I can, so that the neighbors I don't bother too many neighbors. But hey, man, I got to get it done, and I got limited time to be able to get it done. So yeah, there's a number of nighttime applications and cuts that happen over here. No, I don't. Um, because typically, like this time of year, we're getting dew on the grass anyway. It's like so the grass is staying dewy anyway. So just from a application, like it's not going to be that much water on it that it's going to be from an application that's going to be more than what would be sitting on it anyway from the overnight dew. Like so, yeah. Like most of the time during this time of year when disease pressure is up and you would be concerned about that, dew is already on the ground. Like usually when I go out to make that application, the ground's already wet. Like it's already got dew sitting on it, so it's not really much of a concern for me. And the thing is typically when I'm making applications where disease is actually an issue, I'm typically putting down a fungicide. Uh, so I don't think that's why I don't worry about that at that point because most of those applications are fungicides when I'm going down with them during this time of year if it's actually if disease is a concern. And then I'm also my irrigation is typically coming on, so I'm probably making those applications at 9ish, and then my irrigation is coming on at 5. Like so, it's really not a whole lot of hours in between there. Enough hours for the plant to go ahead and absorb what needs to get absorbed through the leaf blade, but then it's getting washed in and watered in few hours after that absorption. So typically, most of the absorption happens within the first 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. So that's about all the time I give it, and then my irrigation is coming on. Let me see. What's next? What's next? This is my last. Tony said this is my last year at Rye. Yeah, Rye is high maintenance. Rye is high maintenance. Like Ryan Knorr makes it look very easy. Ryan Knorr's got that ryegrass dialed in, like managing it and all of that stuff. Like it, Knorr's got it. Knorr's got it dialed in, and I would say he is the best of all of them with with with, with that ryegrass, and I give it to him. Mono PGR last year. Pythium. Yep. Yep. I just love to feel it in different. Okay. Yeah. All right. Gotcha. Uh, yeah, man. It looks good. It feels good. Like it's nice, but I also feel like a lot of the KBGs and fescues have come so far that I feel like they're just more hardy than the PGR than the perennial ryegrass. Uh, it looks good. I don't take anything away from it. I agree. Like it looks good. Like when I had it in the test plot, I was like, "Ooh, sheesh!" Especially low cut perennial ryegrass. It looks good. Like it looks good. I don't take anything away from it. But you just got to be able to manage it. Like you just got to be able to manage it. Okay, you got your earthwise and you cutting low. All right, you can keep it. You can keep it quiet. Yep. Cool. Cool. Yep. Yep. All right. Well, cool. I think we've got to the bottom of the list. We've knocked all of these questions out. I think we had a good live tonight. Covered a couple of good topics. If you are gonna be out and about, whether you're in the yard doing things, whether you're out and about with the family, whatever the case may be, it is going to be hot, people. It is going to be hot. Please stay hydrated. If you're outside working, take breaks, like relax, people. And for you that don't have to be out in the yard, take this weekend as a weekend to relax. Cause I am like I'm gonna be inside. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna probably go outside and move around in the garage and do a little something. Cause I ain't gonna be able to just like sit around the entire weekend. But I am not gonna be out there trying to do a whole lot outside. If you don't have to, if you're not out there for a living, even if you are, like, be careful, people. Be careful because it is going to be hot. Stay hydrated. Drink your fluids, and take breaks when you need to. If you feel yourself getting uncomfortable, delirious, headaches, any of that type of thing, vision is blurry, all of that, like take a break. Take a break and relax, people. Like it is going to be dangerously hot. So uh enjoy it. It is the fourth. Enjoy it. A lot of people got tomorrow off. So enjoy the time off from your jobs if you get some time off, and it should be an enjoyable weekend. But I'm gonna be staying cool, spending some time with the family, probably doing some baby prep. I need to get my bag packed and get ready for whenever the action happens so I can be ready for it. So I'll probably be getting my go bag packed up and ready this weekend. And that's about all we got. We will catch y'all back here next week, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And we'll check y'all later. All right, y'all have a good one. Just know we work.